my goodness, where did this day go? It was like, whoosh, this day. I'm super happy to be with you. I'm so happy to see you. Keep getting the things set up. Ha ha ha. Happy Christmas week. Happy Christmas week. Oh my goodness. This is so exciting being in Christmas week. It's such a beautiful, like, it's such a great, I love Christmas week. And you know, I'm Jewish, so we have nothing to do this week, which is not really true, but hello. So it's very I love Christmas week because you have the kids are home, and my husband will be home, and he'll be off for the week, and it's just lovely, and I'm so excited, and I'm so happy to be with you all because I feel like it's crazy for a lot of people, and so we have the solstice tomorrow, right? We know we have the solstice tomorrow. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you. So sweet. Well, we have the solstice tomorrow, and then we just finished the full. Well, I don't even think we're finished with the full moon. So the full moon was yesterday, and so we're still in the full moon energy. So, woo! And I have my new deck of spirit animal cards, which I have just been so excited to break out and start using. So we're going to start with a spirit animal because I'm very, very excited. So I want to reiterate that I'm going to start using YouTube more in the new year. And I also want to share that tomorrow night, and we'll get a graphic in here today. Tomorrow night, the Psychic Squares Live is going to happen tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern. So that's Psychic Squares 2021 Facebook group. So it's only on Facebook. And so if you have not joined us for one of our live events, it is a blast. We have a whole group of psychics and mediums and animal communicators and card readers and healers, and they are amazing, and we will be going live on the Facebook group Psychic Squares 2021. So make sure you join the group so that you will know when we go live. And you'll be able to get mini readings and ask questions, and we'll be talking all about the solstice and what it means, and just really always such a fun event. So when I ask the animal communication cards, what do we need to know, what animal spirit is with us right now that is the dominant energy as we are preparing to come out of the full moon flow and into the solstice, we have the weasel card. We have the weasel card, and the weasel says, be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes and ears and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. What tremendous advice. That is such great advice, and especially because right now as we're coming into this last week before Christmas, and people are like, la, because some people are like done shopping, other people haven't even started shopping, and just allowing yourself to be present in the moment. Be present for full moon energy. Be present for solstice energy. Be present for family. Be present for loving what is going on around you. Be present for the blessings. You know, I spoke with one of my mentors this morning, such an amazing woman. I've been so blessed to have her in my life for years and years. And you know, and the thing that she said was, you know, we're looking for the bright spots even in among the storms. And she's right. I mean, she's so wise, and she's right. Looking for the bright spots in the storms, because it's so easy to get caught up in the storm. I mean, it is so easy to get caught up in the storm and just be like, right? So let's not do that, because it's not healthy for anybody, and we want to make sure that we are keeping ourselves healthy, energetically, spiritually, emotionally, physically. I watched my neighbor's little daughter, she's like 7 or 8, get taken away in an ambulance this morning for COVID. It was just horrifying. Thankfully, I'm very happy to report she's home safe. She is going to be fine. And they just, you know, she was tested positive, and just poor little thing collapsed, but she's going to be fine. And I'm so grateful for that. But it's scary. It's very easy to get caught up in the negative and into the dark spots. And I'm telling you, we have an obligation to look for the bright spots. This does not mean we ignore tragedy and drama and trauma. We do not turn our back on those that we can help. If we can be of service, because here's the thing, we as humans, we row this boat together. Okay, we all row the boat. I've seen a meme, I haven't seen it in a while, but I've seen a meme that is like a rowboat with two guys in it, and there's a hole in one side, and the boat is like tipped up and sinking, and the guy over here on the other side is like, gee, I'm glad it's not my side of the boat. I'm like, you are not understanding the situation that you are in. We are in this together. We row the boat together. All of us. If you think the planet, like turning on its axis, like we row the boat together. And so our obligation as humans is not to turn our back on the things that are sad or difficult or scary or hard to deal with and hard to look at. We look at them and we acknowledge them and we say, how can I help make this better? Now, we are not, I love this is a Jewish a Talmudic saying. This is, we are not required to complete the task, but nor are we free to ignore it. And that, I think, is just such a powerful statement to me, because we look on the things that are going on in the world and we don't have to fix all of it, but we cannot turn our back. And it is so important that we take a minute and we look around and say, what can I do to make things better where I am? Because it's like the spread of COVID. If you make things better where you are, then it will bleed over and it will be better over here. And somebody else will say, yeah, let me do that. Take that idea and we'll make things better over here and over here. And it just spreads. And you've heard me talk 100 times about cavitation and the ripples on the water. When we drop in the pebble, that I drop in my pebble and you drop in your pebble, and we make ripples in the water and they hit each other and they make a bigger ripple. This is what I'm talking about. This is what is so on my heart and in my head today, that it is so much about, we are not obligated to complete the task, but we are not permitted either to completely ignore it. We must step in and start somewhere. And so as you are moving through these beautiful holiday days, ask yourself, what can I do to contribute to something, contribute to a cause, contribute to helping a neighbor, something? Can you donate your time? If you don't have money, donate your time. I will tell you, years ago, my son, who's about to be 21, can't even believe that, I took him to see a production of The Nutcracker, and the executive director from the ballet company came out on the stage, and he gave the peel, the pitch, the thing that they do at the beginning of most performances these days is the fundraising. And my son was so enamored with the play, the ballet, and the talent, and the sets, and the scenery, and the dancing, and the music, and the whole thing, that as we were going home, he says, I want to send them some money. And I said, okay. And he was probably 6 maybe at the time. And he said, I want to send them some money. I said, okay, great. And so he gave me like $1.73. You know, it was like some odd number that was, you know, $1.70 something. And he gave me this money out of his piggy bank, and he said, I want to donate this. I want to give this to the ballet company. I thought, this is beautiful. How marvelous. And so I, of course, included a letter explaining that this was from a 6-year-old and a more significant contribution as well. But we got a letter back from the executive director of the ballet, to my son. I got one too, but this one was directed to my son, thanking him so profusely for his donation of $1.73, because it made a difference. It made a difference. And I'll tell you how my son just beamed to have a letter, you know, of recognition. It doesn't matter how big or small the donation is. It doesn't matter if it's money or time or some loved good that is in your house that you could bless someone else that has less. It's just about looking and opening our eyes and saying, where can we give back in whatever fashion that works for you? Because this time of year, especially because we're in the full moon, which is about releasing things, and we are coming out of that energy right into the solstice, which is about welcoming back the light. And so we welcome back the light. We share things that we can welcome the light and share that light with others. And so as you are moving through this time of this week before Christmas, ask yourself, if we all row the boat together, what is something that I can do to help make rowing the boat better? So that is the place that we start, right? We ask ourselves, if we all row the boat together, what contribution can I make in my little sphere of influence? It doesn't have to be on a grand stage. When we make a difference in our own backyard, it has ripple effects that cavitate out to so many other places. So when we think about making a difference, the place we start is in our own backyard. And so we start today with the weasel card, and it reminds us to be present. It reminds us to be present, to pay attention and observe what is going on around us, to observe with our eyes and our ears and our physical feelings about what is happening around us, and then checking in to see where can we make a difference in what is going on around us. Okay, so thank you so much for hello, Leonie and Isabel. Thank you. Yes, we're going to do some readings. We're going to do some card readings for the general population, and then we'll do some specific readings. So if you have a specific question, start thinking about that specific question more than just a reading for me. So let's see what is out there for the general population, and then we'll be able to connect some readings for you that are more specific. So in our energy chakras, where we are being called today, in our energy chakras, so reminding us that we are still in that full moon energy, which is where we want to release some things. Homemade. Hi, Joyce. Hi. All right, so we're going to release some things as we're moving through that full moon energy, because we want to make room. It's like we're making room in our heart for the welcoming back the light in the solstice, which is tomorrow at like midday. So here we have, so interesting. So our card for which energy chakra, where we are connected the most this week, where we need to be reminded to stay connected, is Earth Magic, which is reminding us to stay grounded in the Mother Earth, to stay grounded in the here and now, which goes well so beautifully with the Weasel card, which is reminding us again to stay present to what's going on around us and to keep our eyes open so that we are looking at where we can contribute, even if it's just a friendly word. Isabel has a specific question. Leonie, we'll see if Leonie, do you have a specific question, my love? And a general love reading. My boyfriend recently went to jail. Oh my heavens, we'll pray for you. I'm so glad you did not get to go with him. And I hope that all will be well and resolve in the best possible way for him, Isabel. All right, so we're going to do our card readings for the week. Thank you, sweetheart. So we're going to do our card readings for the week, and then we will gather in and do some individual readings for you as well. So we're going to check in first with our goddess to see which of the goddesses is with us this week, because I love using this goddess deck from Colette Baron Reed. This is the Goddess Power Oracle. I love this deck. It is so gorgeous. And so this is Ain, and I got to get our book because I don't know enough about the goddesses. I love their energy, but I don't know enough about the goddesses. Oh, but I do know this. Look at this. This is card number 1 in the whole deck. That's amazing, because that so much is about the new journey and the new beginnings, and really allowing us to start on new journey. So this is Anya. It says Ain, A-I-N-E, but she's actually pronounced Anya. And this is when you have set intentions for how your life could be different, better, fuller, juicier, more prosperous, creative, or more meaningful. Adaptability is the power that you need to rely on. And this goddess helps us to shift and to be able to ask ourselves, what do I need to become in order to experience the life that I desire? What do I need to become in order to experience the life that I desire? And I love that, because this is connects completely with the Earth Magic card we just pulled about being grounded and being present, and the Weasel card about being present to what is going on and being observant to what is going on around us. And as we have that, then we are able to call in Anya and to be able to say, this is what I want. I am grounded, I'm hearing, I'm seeing what is around me, I'm feeling what's going on around. And then Anya is going to come in and help us to move forward into creating the life that we want. And I love that her card is number 1, because we are coming to the end of the year, the 2021 year. We are coming into January, where we're going to have the 1/1/22. I think is such an interesting number. Lots of 2s in there. Lots of reminders that we are moving forward, that we are evolving, and that we are all on the right track. track. All right, I see so many comments. Thank you for those of you who are here and asking for messages from Spirit. We focus mostly on the cards and more psychic readings that are going on, but Spirit always comes through. So when we do these mini readings, I can't guarantee a specific communicator. Your dad, Anish, or your grandfather, who asked me for grandfather. Somebody mentioned grandfather, or maybe I just saw that. Oh, dad. Anish said dad, and Samantha asked for Dustin. Oh, grandma. Isabel said grandma. I gotta tell you, our loved ones are so around us. You know, when people say, oh, especially this time of year, I'm gonna tell you all the time, all the year, our loved ones are so around us. We get caught up in our own emotions, our own grief, and we don't listen because we can't hear past our heart. And I get it. I mean, I do. Many of you who've been with me, you know, you watched me still grieve the passing of my twin flame 2 years ago this past week. And it's just, you know, it's why I wasn't with you on Monday last week, because the grief is so heavy. But our loved ones are with us. They are with us all the time. And when we can bring our hearts forward past the grief, past the pain, they are on the other side of it. When we are in the place of grief, we sink in behind us, we sink in behind our heart and into the sadness, and we can't hear them in there. And when we can step out and come past the pain, we don't get over it. I'm not talking about, you know, being blithe about our pain or leaving it or ignoring it or denying it. I'm not saying any of those things, but if we can take a breath and we can step to the front of the pain and we can just step in front of it for just a minute, we open up that heart space where our loved ones can communicate with us in a way that we can hear it, because I promise you, they are with us. They are with us. So we're going to grab a couple of cards just for the week, just to see what's going on. Again, as we're leaving this full moon energy, we're heading right into the solstice energy. We've got the end of the month. We've got the turn of the year. There's a lot of energy that's going on, and we really are being called to just breathe. And then we're going to get to answering these questions in these mini readings. So please hang in there with me. So we're going to come back and we're going to get to those readings after we finish our cards. So this is Trust Your Path. We've seen this card before, but I always, this one comes in upside down, which is in the protection position, the alignment. This is reminding us that maybe you're not trusting your path so much, especially as we're doing a lot of thinking this time of the year of where am I going? Am I going in the right direction? What do I want to do for the new year? What do I want to be? How do I want to manifest? And especially Anya just came through talking about how do we want to, oh my goodness. I didn't notice that. Okay, so this was Earth Magic, and this is Anya. And both cards, where can I make it so you can see it? Both cards have number 1. That is amazing. I did not notice that before. Both cards have number 1. That's exciting. And then we get the card that says, trust that you're on the right path. Now, this did come in upside down in the protection position, which reminds us that maybe you're not trusting them enough. Okay, you're not trusting Spirit. Spirit is telling us that we are here. We are here. Trust us. Be grounded in the earth. Listen to the goddesses are here to help guide you, to move yourself forward, to create the life that you want. And the Weasel Spirit is telling us, pay attention, be present, pay attention. And then I totally missed it, right? So the Weasel card is telling us to pay attention to what is going on around us so that we can ask the right questions for what is it that we want to manifest in our life. And the ones are telling us, so 1-1, right? That for me, that is a sign from my spirit, from my twin flame, 1-1, because right, 11-11, that is the twin flame number. So I know he's with me. They're showing us all the time in these little signs that are so easy for us to miss. I mean, look, I almost just missed it myself. But I know that's a sign from him saying, I'm here, 1-1, I'm here, because those are the twin numbers that you are paired, you are together. So I know that he's here. And so the next card is that trust your path. Does this card have a number? This one does not have a number. So trusting your path. And so it comes in upside down, reminding us that maybe we're not leaning in enough to Spirit. Maybe we're not listening enough, and we're not trusting them. So remember that you are on the right path, and they are trying to show you, even in those little tiny signs that you may have missed. I'm telling you, I almost missed this, that both of these cards are number 1. That is spectacular. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you so much. And the next card we have is that you're already doing it. Oh, I love this. Love this. Trust that you're on your right path and know that you're already doing it. You're already going in the right direction. You just need to trust into spirit. The more we can trust into spirit, because there's no wrong direction, there's no wrong move to be made. That when we trust into spirit, then we are moving ourselves forward. And I feel like there is so much that is shifting for a lot of the people that that you are here. There's shifts that are coming around you. So we're going to get into that individually in a second. But this is the crumbling. And this also one came in realignment, came in upside down, in the crumbling, which reminds us that things have to collapse before they can be rebuilt. And we see that so much, not just in our own selves right now, but we're seeing that in society around us. Things have to collapse in order to be rebuilt, right? We have to take down the old in order to welcome in the new. My girlfriend said her house is empty because she's getting all new furniture, so right now her house is totally empty. She made space. We have to make space. And so when things are crumbling around us, this is not that things are going wrong and that this is not a bad omen card. This, especially being upside down, it reminds us that this is moving forward, that we are making space. We can't welcome in new energy if we're still holding on so tightly to the old. So this is such an important time for us to be able to releasing those things, especially you hear me talk about this in the full moon all the time, releasing what no longer serves us. And so we release those things that don't serve our highest and best good in order to make space for what Anya is trying to bring in for us. How we create our most best life. Knowing what we want to ask for comes from having our feet on the ground, being connected to Mother Earth, paying attention to what's going on around us so that we understand what is available to us and what we can really ask Spirit for, and then knowing that we are already going in the right direction and trusting Spirit that they are with us. They are with us. And that things, when they seem like they're falling apart, they're really just falling into place. That is the message for this week. Keep the faith. Enjoy the joy of the holiday season, of people being around you. And try to move yourself in front of the pain. Not to dismiss the pain, but if you can step in front of the pain and say, yes, I still have this. I still have this ache in my heart to miss my loved ones tremendously. But at the same time, I still want to move forward from that so that they are better able to connect with me. So they are better able to see me and I am able to see them. Hi, Ginger! Because that's something that I could have easily missed. That's something any of us could have easily missed. To pull two cards, completely different decks, and they're both the number one, that's spirit. That's spirit. And so when we can move beyond the heartbreak that we feel for loss, we open our heart more to spirit to be able to come through. And so that's where I want to leave you with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll back to our comments because I really try and get everybody in the order that you asked me questions. So Isabel asked me for a love reading because her boyfriend recently got some legal trouble with the police and went to jail. So we're going to ask Isabel, we're going to ask for a message for Isabel's highest and best good around love. Because my sense is, Isabel, that if you are intending to stay by his side and that you are intending to still be present in this relationship. And so where I want to share with you is to protect yourself. This is the answer to the call card. So I want to say to protect yourself, and that if you are finding that you are being pulled in another direction, that may be for your own self-preservation or for your own protection, so you don't get wrapped up in stuff. Because what I feel like is there's a bubble of protection coming around to keep you from being the one to have to tie up his loose ends. And I'm not sure exactly what that is. I'm sure you understand. I know that there's things that are falling into your lap, and I don't want you to be the one to tie up the loose ends, and to be able to say that I love you, or you're important to me, you're my partner, but I can't do that for you, and to be able to defer from that. So this is talking about answering the call, but I want to tell you that this is answering the call of your heart and answering the call of your intuition before you're answering the call for somebody else. Okay, so I want to be clear with that, because I feel like Isabel, there may be okay, you understand, because I feel like there may be things that are being put on you that are not yours to handle, and if you take those on, it's going to pull you off of your path and also prevent him from learning what is that he is supposed to have, that experience. Is he going to get out sooner? No, I really don't feel like it's going to be home for Christmas. I feel like it's going to be into the new year. I feel like you're going to be looking at January or February. So we'll see how that goes. I would love for you to keep me posted. Been with him for 7 years, and you want to stand by him. I totally get that. But just make sure that you're not taking on what isn't yours. Okay, set those boundaries. And to be able to, but I'm not feeling it for Christmas. And I wish I could say something better. And I hope I'm wrong, because I'm not infallible. So I hope I'm wrong. But I'm going to leave you with that. We're going to go to Anish, who is asking for her dad. Had a feeling, so I meditated to see if my dad was around me. I had visions of him, and he sat at a tree. He sat at a tree saying he needed to tell you something. Anish, that is wonderful. What a beautiful thing. I will tell you, keep a journal by your bed, or I keep a post-it note app in my phone, and also a audio recording app in my phone, because when we get those dreams and those visions that we have in meditation, sometimes we'll come out of them and with so much that we want to say, and maybe you're groggy, and so I'll pick up my phone and I'll just record my voice in it and have that recording so that I don't forget, and I can put it on paper later. But if you are having that, I would tell you, Anish, to stay open in your heart, stay open in your dreams. Ask him before you go to sleep in the night to say, Dad, be with me. I saw you by the tree. I know that you wanted to say something to me. Come to me in the dream. Show me what it is. I'm here to listen. So let them keep that open for your dad, and I can't wait to hear how that goes for you, and I'm sending you so much love for you to have that connection with your dad. Samantha wants to hear from Dustin. Let me scroll down a little bit. Okay, let me scroll down. Samantha wants to hear from Dustin and his birthday. Yep, 7 angels and twin flames. Absolutely. I'm so sorry for your loss, Samantha. I got to tell you, I feel like he really is around you. There's something about, Samantha, there's something about shoelaces that comes in when I feel into your energy. There's something about shoelaces. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I feel like he had like a wicked sense of humor, your Dustin. And I feel like also stubborn, like could really dig in his heels about stuff. And I want to tell you that he is around you. And I have this image of a man sitting on the couch, like reading the newspaper. And he's like leaned back with the paper, and he's got his leg crossed like that, not like this, but like that. And it's the stubborn that I keep coming back to, and something about the shoelaces. So I'm going to leave you with that. If you're still with us, Samantha, I would love for you to give me a little confirmation about that, because I really feel like the wicked sense of humor and the stubbornness is what's coming through for you. If you are somebody who, for anyone, if you are somebody who feels like you communicate with spirit, or that you have felt your loved ones trying to connect with you, I will tell you, one of the coolest things that you can do is you sit in meditation to ask your loved one to come in to you and to ask them to squeeze your hand. We have so many chakras in our hands, which is why you hear me talk a lot about touching the trees, because we have these chakras in our hands. And so you have chakras in your palm, and you have chakras in your fingertips, and we can receive energy. We receive so much energy through our hands. And so I very often will ask my twin, and over the years I have asked him, so I know which hand is yes and which hand is no, and so I can ask him, are you with me? And he'll squeeze my hand. And we can have a conversation. It's not, it's not a great conversation. It's all yes or no questions, but I'll take it. It's something over nothing. So if you are a person that is, that it feels like you have the ability to feel your loved ones around you, try it. see what happens. So, oh, my dear friend Ginger, I am so honored to have to pull some cards for my dear friend Ginger, who is an excellent channeler and card reader. And Ginger will be with us tomorrow night on Psychic Squares for the to have my right, Ginger? To have my right, Ginger? Yes. Ginger will be with us on the Psychic Squares event tomorrow night on Psychic Squares 2021 for the solstice. So I would be so honored to pull a card. And Duma! We're so happy to see you, my friend. Okay, let's see. So we're going to scroll down. Okay, hi, Kona. Prospects regarding your business. Hi, Irma. Okay, we're going to get to everybody. We're always trying to get to everybody. All right, so let me go back to Ginger. A reading about Ginger's spiritual work prospects. Okay, Ginger, I feel like, oh my gosh, I get this, like, I feel like right away, I feel like, you know that, this is going to sound gross, I don't mean it to sound gross, but you know that feeling when you're going to throw up and your mouth just sort of opens involuntarily and you're like, ah. And Ginger, I feel like that is immediately when I say, what is about Ginger's work prospects, about expanding her spiritual business? And I get this, and so what I want to say to you is you've got to open your mouth. You've got to get in the game because you have so much to offer. And right away, I feel like we just need to open your mouth. And if you opened your mouth, all of the blessings would fall right out for you. And that's where I feel like right quickly. And so the card that I picked for you is Anna, the grandmother of Jesus. And this is Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle card deck. This is like truly my favorite deck to work with. But Anna, she is all about seeding the light, laying the foundations of the divine plan. So I have to read the little tiny words at the bottom. But she is so much about showing the way. She is so much like that wisp. I love Disney and I love Disney movies. And if you've ever seen Brave, the little wisps that light up and they take Merida into the forest. And this is what I feel is like Anna, the mother of Jesus, she is being the wisp for you. And she's saying, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Because all you have to do truly is just open yourself and it will just fly. I feel like letting people know that you are there, making yourself available, making yourself more visible, following where you are being led. Ginger, it is all right there for you. It is just about opening your mouth, my dear friend, just about opening your mouth. And I'm so excited for you because when I feel that, I just feel this like, so much coming out for you, so much coming out for you. Akona, ask me a specific question, my friend. Ask me a specific question. So we're going to do things I want to be able to, since these are such short little readings, I want to give you information about something specific rather than something nebulous that may or may not be applicable to you, my dear one. So, Irma, hello, welcome, welcome. Samantha, and you're on the couch right now with my sister and I always feel him. Oh my goodness, let's see. My brother, I missed a comment. My brother, his leg is hard as a rock. So you understand about crossing the leg and sitting on the couch. That is so fantastic. I love that. Thank you for that confirmation. I love it. Lisa Marie, what kind of a message do you want, my girl? What kind of a message would you like? Irma wants to talk to me about health. You are welcome, Ginger, my friend. I'm so excited for you. I really am. I'm so excited. I know tomorrow night when Ginger makes her debut in the Psychic Squares solstice event that you are going to just shine and everyone is going to fall in love with you. So we're going to have a health card for Irma, and this is the Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So Irma, I got feelings to this one a little bit. Irma, I feel like there are women around you that can be supporting you more, but you are closing off to them. And I feel like this is, it's keeping you from having your health blossom. I want to get the right words. I feel like there are women around you that are here to be your sisterhood and that you have closed yourself in. I feel when I feel into this card with your energy, I feel like you're closed off. and I'm not sure if that's COVID or if you have health issues. I feel like there are already some serious health issues that you've been juggling. I feel like juggling for a while with health issues for Irma, but I feel like in that it has separated you from the loving spirit and the caring energy from others that would be part of helping you heal. And so what I want to say is, if you can open yourself up to those around you, maybe some doors have been closed just from attrition, that if you can wave the flag that says, I'm here, and let people in, honestly, there's so much, I feel like that is love that is missing from your life, that is making your heart harder, or you're having heart issues. So this is about love and healing, and letting the love in. Honestly, I feel like there are people that you have, for various reasons, that you've closed doors with them, and if you can let that love back in, it makes such a difference in the healing of your countenance and the healing of your heart. So this is where I'm feeling, is I'm really feeling like this, especially this is the Sisterhood of the Rose. These are the people who are like inflating a tire when you're pumping up. These are your pump up people, and so we want to hold these people super close to us. We don't want to let them go. And so I'm going to send that to Miss Irma, and I would love to hear more about that for you. So let me scrolling back, and Sophia would like a general reading. So Sophia, let's pull something. All right, so I'm getting some of you who are just like, I don't care, you pull a card. I'm like, okay, y'all trust me. I love you. Thank you. I'm so honored by your trust. So let me say, I'm going to pull a card for Miss Sophia Jane. What does Sophia Jane most need to know about what's going on in her world? This is the Age of Light. It says you have been training for this for lifetimes. So Sophia Jane, where is it that you are feeling like you know you're supposed to be going, or what you're supposed to be doing, that you've been dragging your feet about it? And that's the thing that I want you to fully embrace. What is it that you have been dragging your feet about, that you have been like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, that's the thing, okay? And that may not be what you want to hear, but I want to tell you, if you can open your heart to that thing you've been procrastinating about, it is going to, because Sophia Jane, do you have a book? Are you writing a book? There's something about sharing your message and just really stop procrastinating the thing that you have been called to do, that you've been pretending that you're not. And when you do it, the blessings are going to come in to help you with that, but at the same time, it's going to bless other areas in your life as well. So I'm going to leave you with that, but I would love to hear how that goes. How am I at the end? Really? Oh my goodness, the time goes so fast. So let me not forget, we had, that was Sophia Jane. I'm just scrolling back because I want to make sure I didn't forget anybody. Lisa Marie. We're going to fit Lisa Marie. We're going to give Lisa Marie a general card reading because she asked. And then we're going to hit, we got Sophia Jane, and who was down at the bottom that came in? No, you're not writing a book. And Duma. I don't know. There's something, Sophia, what is it that you're avoiding? What is it that you have been procrastinating about? Because there's something. Something. All right, Lisa Marie, lets me choose a card for her. What does the universe want Lisa Marie to know the most? And Lisa, interesting. Lisa, this talks about leading groups. Where are you being called to lead? So interesting that this is really similar to what Sophia Jane just got, but this is about leading groups, and this is about you also, because it also came in upside down, but this is also about, this card is the Priestess, that you are called to lead, and I feel like there is a call for you also to lead women, and to, Lisa Marie, young women. You do something with helping young women or kids, and that there's a place for you to step into leadership, and that you also are kind of like giving it the side eye, like, not sure I want to do that. And I'm going to tell you that your impact, for both you and Sophia Jane, the impact of what you can bring to the table is needed. There's a vacuum, there's a space where people are needing the voices that you have to bring to the table. So Sophia Jane, if you're not writing a book, that is totally fine, but there's something where you are procrastinating about something, and Lisa Marie the same, a place for you to step into leadership. And I want to really encourage you to not Okay, so not stepping away from that. I feel like you're shying away from the spotlight. So Lisa Marie says she lost her daughter in August. I'm so sorry for your loss at 3 months old. Oh my goodness, that is just heartbreaking, my friend. And so you're in groups raising awareness. So you are being called to lead, and there's more for you to do there. There's more for you to step up. And do you understand also that there is, oh, wow, okay. So your little one, she came in to push you into helping others, and there is another baby that will come to you. Do you understand that? There is another baby that will come to you if you will let it. There was another baby that will come to you, but she really came in because, wow, you are already helping a lot of people, and I feel like there's a much bigger impact, and she really came in to move you in this direction because this leadership that you're doing in these groups is so far out of left field for you. It's completely out of your comfort zone from where you were before your daughter came to you, and you really have a whole shift about it. And I feel like it's shifting not just you being part of these groups, but I feel like it's completely shifted who you are and what you feel like your purpose is for yourself. And she came here to do that. She came here to were you in corporate America before? Because she really makes me feel like there was this very buttoned up like power suit or like striving in that direction kind of a thing, a very conservative kind of a workplace. And she really needed to get you into a place where you were working much more from your heart and your solar plexus instead of working from your brain, your head. Your brain. When those things happen, Lisa Marie says there was no answer for her death. There's always an answer. It may not be a medical one. It may not be a logical one. And so I hear it very clearly because, and I'm not laughing at your loss. I'm laughing at my son. My son's name is Matthew. He's in spirit. And Matthew comes in and he plays with the little kids that come into my sessions. And even though she's at 3 months, it's a whole different level of cognition. And Matthew came to me for a very specific reason. He came to shift my life. And I feel very clearly that was a big part of why she came to you. I do also feel like if you are willing, that another child will come to you. And that is, humans have free will, so that is completely up to you. But I feel like she truly came to you to shift your life and to shift your path. I feel like you got a little bit, I never want to say someone's off their path because, Jeremy Bearimy, we loop around, right? We come back. So we're always on our path. But I feel like maybe your eye was on the wrong ball, or that you were moving in the direction that wasn't in alignment for what your soul came here to experience. And I feel like she came here to help realign you, to loop you around the Jeremy Bearimy and get you back moving forward. It is an act of tremendous love that we put these bonds of the soul together before any of us incarnate, that we put that trust in each other to say, yes, I will come here so that you can have this experience. Even though I know that's going to be so difficult for me personally to lose you, I will come here so that you can have that experience. I will come here so that you can give me that experience. And how much the immensity of the love that is involved in that journey. And I will tell you that is the one thing that keeps my head from exploding about my twin flame passing to spirit after we literally met face to face as adults, one time, is that I know that he gave up his space here in order to help me to move forward and to be of service to me on the other side. And I feel like that's, what an incredible amount of love there is to do that. Oh, look, Angel Tarot reading is here. We're going to block you. Oh my gosh, we're going to have so much fun blocking you. Bye. Bye. Angel Tarot reading. Bye-bye. We don't have spammers here, so bye-bye. All right, so Lisa Marie, I leave you with that with so much love. And clearly, Angel Tarot spammers came to shift us our energy away. So I leave you with so much love, and just know that she is with you. She is with you. And if you will welcome her, I feel like she can come back in another opportunity. Okay, Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Welcome back. Planning on going back to the United States in February. Know if it's going to be a comfortable flight and a safe landing. I don't think that you're that you're concerned that you're going to have, Teresa, is about the safety of the flight. I don't have any safety of the flight concerns. What I have for you is I have to wonder if you're going to be able to get through. And really what I'm feeling is that the world, like, I feel like, especially in the United States, what I feel is this, like, and like the world is on pause. Like, it's like you've got your hand over the stop button, and it's like, is it going to go forward? Is it not going to go forward? And so I feel like if you're waiting until February, it's not a question of, are you going to be safe? If you're flying, your flight will be safe. Wear your mask, of course. But if you're flying, it's not a question of, are you going to have like any kind of turbulence or something? My question is more if you're going to be able to actually get on the plane. So I don't have an answer for that right now. I don't have an answer for that, but I want to tell you, I feel like it is wise for you to be prepared for that possibility. That is what they're telling me. So we will leave that. And so for those of you who are being, bombarded with angel tarot reading, asking for friend requests, please do not send friend requests. These are spammers, and they will. These people will be blocked, and they will be. Not be able to come back on another time. So they'll create another page and they'll come back again. But we will continue to block them and delete all the comments. And so when they're asking you for friend requests, please do not, because these are not people who are working with the highest and best. So hello on Instagram. I want to remind you 2 things before we wrap it up. Please do... like, what do I mean? Like, what do I mean, Teresa? I mean, because the Omicron variant of COVID is tearing through the United States. And I think that there is some question. We're already seeing things that are canceling. And I just don't know what kind of hoops you're going to have to jump through to be able to get on a plane. And that's the message I've been getting for a lot of people who are talking to me about traveling in February and March. What I'm getting is caution, patience, and being prepared to have to scramble for those flights, because I'm getting a lot of questions about traveling in spring, as we're already seeing here in the United States, a lot of sporting events that are canceling and things like that. A cruise, Royal Caribbean cruise, just got 50 people that had COVID, came off that cruise ship. So there's I feel like we're with our hand on the pause button, and it's just a question of whether or not we're gonna hit the pause button again or not. So so we'll see how that goes. Yes, Michelle, we will pull, you are here in the nick of time, we will pull one more set of cards for you. So I do want to remind you, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time on the Facebook group, and I'll put a post here, Psychic Medium Squares. We will be going live at 8 o'clock Eastern time for the winter solstice. We'll be doing mini readings, and it's going to be a whole group of my friends who are amazing psychics and mediums and card readers and healers. This is a great opportunity for you to hear from folks that are more other than just me. And I want to remind you, if you are not already following me on YouTube, please do just plug in my name and follow me on YouTube, because in the new year we're going to be doing more on YouTube than we are doing here. I want to kind of pull back from Facebook a little bit, and I want to be able to reach all of you on YouTube. I don't want anybody to be left behind. So Michelle Krantz, what you need to know for your highest good is trust the niggle. Trust the niggle. That's been a real theme this week, is listening to what is going on around us and listening to what's going on within us and allowing ourselves to step forward in faith, knowing that Spirit is with us in the direction that we are being called, So I will say to you the same thing I've said to 2 or 3 other amazing people today, is what is it that you are procrastinating? What is it that you are pretending you don't know that you're supposed to be doing? And allow yourself to lean into that, because Spirit is calling you in that direction, and Spirit will be there to lift you and support you and guide you along the way. So with that, I will tell you, I wish you all, if you are celebrating Christmas or Kwanzaa, I wish you the most blessed, wonderful, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Solstice. The winter solstice is tomorrow, where we welcome the light back. The days will start to get longer, which is so beautiful. And I hope you will choose to join us tomorrow night on the Facebook group, Psychic Squares 2021. Just click to be admitted to the group. We'll get you right in there. And don't miss our live event tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And again, if you're not following me on YouTube, please do check that out. And I gotta say, I did post something about these inserts for my shoes called Soul Insoles. They are awesome. So if you have like higher arches and feel like you need a little extra support in your shoes, check those out because they have completely changed my life with my knee pain and my hips. And I mean, just the amount of walking that I do, they have been magnificent. So Sole Insoles, there's a link if you scroll down as well. And I want to say thank you so much for joining us. And please, as always, know how very much you are loved. Mwah. Merry Christmas.